Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another episode of the Free Texas campaign from behind the walls, giving an opportunity for those that are incarcerated to, tell a little bit about their story, a little bit about what may be going on behind the prison walls right now, whatever it is that is laid on their heart that they would like to share. This is what we do. For those that do not know who I am, of course, across these social media platforms, I am known as the Queen of Collaborations, but my name is Angela Thomas Smith. My whole desire is to be the change that I desire to see in this world. So I utilize all of my platforms to help bring awareness to various things that's affecting us in this world. Um, so if you guys would please share this out in your circle of influence, giving those that may need this information and opportunity to chime into this information, even if it's not this show, maybe one of our amazing shows. Of course, I am the visionary behind the Crew Podcast. If you have not checked us out, I want you to go over, follow us on most social media platforms. We're definitely on iHeart, Speaker.com, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox. Of course, you can catch us live right here on Facebook, YouTube, and on LinkedIn. So make sure you chime in. If you're not following the Crew Podcast, make sure that you follow. Get to know one of the amazing 7 hosts that's a part of that network. We are the change that we desire to see in this world. So without further ado, I'm going to allow my special guest on today to tell a little bit about himself, introduce himself, and then we're going to chime into some conversation, y'all. Today is 9/11. I did not realize it. I was just sitting here, did not realize it when I did my Monday morning motivation, but I do want to reference those that was involved in 9/11, those many years ago, y'all. It's been a minute just to imagine that we would have an attack like that on us right here in the United States. I remember watching it. I remember watching it on TV. I remember this like it was just also yesterday. But nevertheless, y'all, just remember those that have been affected by this, y'all. Still people that are living with the remnants of what happened on that sad day. So if y'all would throughout the day, if y'all would just remember those that has been affected, because you never know when something like that could happen to you. But without further ado, I'm going to allow my guest, Mr. Orlando, to share just a little bit about himself. Introduce yourself, sir. If you would introduce yourself, because somebody may not have tuned in the last time you were on. So if you would introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Orlando Reyes. I was born in Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm 43 years old, and I'm currently incarcerated here at the county limit. I've been incarcerated for nearly 12 years, going on 12 years, serving a 50-year average sentence for a crime I did not commit to DC with a job. I was wrongfully convicted. I just want to let the world know a little bit more about what's going on with me, give them a quick update about what's going on right now in the courts. I currently have a writ 1107 in the courts as we speak. It just went to the court in Corpus Christi. They denied. They requested. They recommended that my writ be dismissed. So now it's going to go to the criminal courts, the Texas criminal courts of appeals in Austin, and they're going to make a final judgment on it. So I just hope that y'all hopes and prayers are with me, and I can find justice, and that I can find relief by the courts. And I pray that God will grant me relief and let these people's eyes be open to the truth. You know, I have an issue that I'm raising is mainly double jeopardy. So what happened was in my trial, I had originally had 3 counts. I had an aggravated sexual assault. I had 2 being waived, and it's on the record. And according to the law, you cannot reuse a count that had already been waived or abandoned. And it's on the record. The record reflects this. But still, the judge allowed, she abused her discretion and allowed the DA to submit the lesser included offense of indecent, which had already been waived and abandoned. So therefore, it's void. So therefore, I'm not guilty on all charges, so I'm actually innocent. I didn't do this crime, and that's basically what happened, what took place, and that's my main issue, my main argument, and also the fact that couldn't identify me in the courtroom, blamed her uncle on the stand, in the initial report, in the hospital report, in the interview they did with her and her mom, a 24-year-old boyfriend of the sister-in-law had been accused, but he was never sought out as a suspect. So it just everything is in my favor. To prove that I didn't do this, but yet still, I'm here sitting with a computer sentence and suffering every year, lost time, lost loved one. Not much support from the outside. Just a 75-year-old mother with diabetes and cirrhosis of the liver on a fixed income. I got two brothers, but they're pretty busy with their lives. They're married, they got kids. So things are kind of hard down here, and since I've been down here, I found God. I had given my life over to Him. I entrusted Him with every aspect of my life, and He's been helping me. Had it not been for my relationship with God, I thought it would be, ain't no telling what I would do. I had thoughts of just ending my life. I had thoughts of, just of all that, but because of Him, I stay strong today, and I have hope for the future. And I just want to let the world know, man, that the injustice that goes on in the judicial system here in Texas, and I just hope and pray that some changes will be made. And and it's sad, but it's I'm staying strong. I'm remaining strong, but it would be nice to have some support from somebody on the outside world to be an advocate for us, speak for us, and actually take a look at my case, and you'll see. Just don't take my word for it, but if there's something you want to see, you can contact me, contact anybody, any type of advocate that will help us. But like I said, just don't take my word. Check it out for yourself, and you can see the injustices going on in the Texas judicial system.
Wow.
So, that's basically all I got right there. It's just keep me in your prayers, everybody. And I just thank everyone for whoever's tuning into this podcast. Like I tell you, God will touch your heart and allow you to see what we go through down here.
Well, I know currently you guys are on a statewide lockdown. It's been all over the news. They've been talking about the drugs that's within the prison system, and I, I, yet I understand why they're doing a lot of it, but I just don't understand with the treatment and how they're treating you guys as far as how they give y'all food. And it's just crazy. They can spend millions and millions of dollars on trying to find out where the drugs are and how the drugs getting in there. Where the drugs getting in there from the staff, number one, because it's not a lot of these inmates that are being able to go out, especially where some of you guys are located at. It's not like people are able to go out and, commingle with people to get drugs. So a lot of the drugs that's coming in is coming in within the prison system. It's coming from the guards and those that are on the outside. So they can stop with all of that. My concern is your mental health and how they're feeding you guys. I see so many pictures that have been leaked about the different um, foods and the kinds of foods. Now they're giving y'all boiled eggs with pancakes and cold food when it's supposed to be a hot plate and the dab of peanut butter on the bread, and it's just terrible. Like some of the stuff that I see in the pictures, I wouldn't even feed. I wouldn't feed an animal, yet alone a human. And then the portion sizes, I don't know who they think they're feeding. You're talking about grown men, but you're feeding them like they are 2 and 3 year olds, because peanut butter jelly sandwiches that they giving out look like something that they would give a 2 year old. How are y'all coping with that? Especially the ones that may not have the means to buy the extra food through commissary to make up for the food that you're giving. I know because some days y'all probably get stuff and y'all be like, "What is this? I'm not eating this." And that's what a lot of the people that are in charge are betting on. I'm telling you, I can guarantee these people got some $1 million life insurance policy on every one of these inmates. So when people do, and we can talk about on another show, we talk about the death rate and people that are losing their lives. Had a chance. I'm in this group and had a chance to talk to this young lady. She lost her husband in June, which was what, about 3 months ago, and he's supposed to be coming home next year. Now she got to raise 4 kids. She got to raise 4 kids by herself. They're never going to see their daddy again. And he was a healthy man when he came to prison. I want to give, I want you to give your perspective on some of the things that you have observed as far as the food, mental health, um, things that you may have been affected by, things that you can give a little light on. Because we want to give the people that are on the outside. We have a petition that's going out trying to get people to sign this petition. It is attached to this description. So if you're tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, it's in the description. You can click on that and sign up. Let people know that, hey, we mean what we mean, and we are trying to hold these people accountable. So I'm turning it back over to you, if you would, just share on some of those things that I just mentioned, if you would.
Small, like you said, just the type of food that they serve. Some of that stuff is the main of that stuff is processed. The meat that they give us is all processed. You got the Italian beef sausage, but it's not even real meat. It's some type of artificial meat. I've actually seen the package when it comes in, because I used to work back there in the back dock. I was a kitchen stock clerk, so I actually got to see this firsthand with my own eyes. So, it's horrible, man. And, like you said, the less fortunate that don't have any milk, that don't get to go to commissary, they're forced to eat this food, and sometimes it takes hours. I mean, I'm talking about anywhere. I mean, I've witnessed one time, we didn't get fed Johnny's until midnight one time. There's been times where we don't get fed until the next day, 2 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. It's horrible. The things we have to go through, and then when they do serve it, they've been sitting out there for so long in the hallways, and the guards, they're lacking staff, but that's just an excuse, because it don't take much to just pass out the sack lunches, and you know what I mean. But they make an excuse that they don't have staff and this and that. Especially on this unit, it's bad. This is one of the worst units as far as lacking staff, and it it's horrible, you know, and it's very stressful. Going to commissary, being able to make sure that's such a blessing because it just has so much. But even with that, with the raises, with the way the prices have been raised up, it makes me hard. You know, you used to put back then, $50 could last you quite a long time, you know, about, you know, anywhere from 3 weeks to a month. You could eat out your locker with that $50. Now it's like a $50 set ain't nothing because the prices done went up, you know, inflation and all that, and it's affecting us too. So it's just really hard. It's very stressful, you know, and a lot of us don't like to ask other people for things, you know, and a lot of us don't really have enough to share the way we got. We try to help each other out. It just it's hard, you know. Prison, the way prison is run, the prison mentality of other inmates, you know, every man for themselves. So it's just a different world, you know. It is stressful. It is hard.
Wow. So, what is the mental health services like? I heard a lady talking about her husband losing his mom and how he was crying out for help and crying out for maybe seeing a counselor or going out and getting help if they didn't have it there. And I don't know if that had something to do with his death or not, but like I say they never attended to that, and I can say he's no longer with us today. So, you know.
Yes. The mental health issues that we deal with in here, as far as like rehabilitation and trying to get right, they have some classes, but it's not really sufficient. And then they're always lacking staff, so you don't really get the adequate rehabilitation that you really need. You know, so if you want to find any type of mental health strength or any type of mental health rehabilitation, you basically got to get it on your own. You know, they don't really provide, especially on this unit, they don't really provide any programs that help with that. They're always lacking staff, so you know they're constantly canceling classes that you need. So there's no consistency in that. You know, so consistency is the key to everything. So you know, I may show up to a class once a month, twice a month, but that's not really rehabilitating me because I need consistency in my life. I need repetition. I need to keep on being able to practice these things on a consistent basis, and they do not allow us to do that. So it is very hard sometimes to get that rehabilitation. You know, there's got one vocational here on this unit. That's about it. They don't have any college courses. So, you know, where do you go to get that? You know, and it's not like you can just get up and request, hey, send me to this unit so I can have it, so I can get this type of school, you know, I can get this type of trade, you know. And even when you do put in, they put you on a waiting list, and that can take anywhere from 2 to 5 years, sometimes longer, just to get there. So, you know, it's like you can't win, you know, you can't get what you really need. So, you know, spiritual programs, they don't really offer many of those either. You know, I've heard of other units that offer way more than this unit does. We got a captain that he just wants to do it his way and just won't allow us any type of leeway. You know, that's what happens when you get the wrong people in charge, though.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of changes need to be made, especially on this unit. But it's bad. It's not easy. Like I said, if you want rehabilitation, you basically got to get it on your own, seek it out on your own. And it's hard. Without a relationship with God too, it's even harder.
Well, I encourage you to keep fighting and to stay strong and to keep doing what you're doing because you're definitely you have a very positive outlook and you're able to share some positive things. So hopefully somebody that's tuned in have been encouraged on this morning and would share this out, will share the petition, and we're seeking for some change in the state of Texas. Hopefully that these people will make right some of these things that they have done wrong quickly and not take forever to correct some of these errors that they've made within this judicial system. It's sad because there's thousands of people behind these prison walls that are wrongfully and overly incarcerated. It is sad. It is sad. It is sad. So we want to encourage you guys that are tuned in, if you would, to speak up and to speak out. Y'all, write your legislators, write your congressman, write your senator, write the governor, write these elected officials that sit in these offices, sit at these desks, and have the power to make these decisions, have the power to enforce these laws that they have in place. These are some laws that they have in place that will allow these people to be free, that would allow these people to be able to be back home and to be able to enjoy what life they have left. Because guess what? They have they have altered and ruined a lot of people's lives. You know, being wrongfully and overly incarcerated, y'all, that is a trauma. And that is something that you could not take back, that you put on these people. And they've had to endure this some 10 years, some 20 years, some 30 years. These are decades where we are on the outside able to go on with our lives, yet they're in a routine. It's like they're in a cult because they're doing things over a ritual, over and over and over and over. Everything the same way. Y'all got them doing the same thing every day. And then you won't allow them the proper access to different things. When you deny them the basic necessities, y'all can't get outside to sunlight. You know, things that help keep them healthy, things that help them function, things that, just clean water. It's sad. And it eats at their quality of life, mentally, emotionally, and y'all change need to come. So I want to encourage you guys to get involved with these petitions. Go over and subscribe and like the Free Texas campaign right here on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're on U42, and we stream these recordings on most all platforms that the Crew Podcast is on. So they're on Amazon Music, just so many different platforms that you can hear these and share it out with different people that may not be on different platforms, y'all. We got to get this message out because change only comes when we change, and it's time for a change. So, y'all, I encourage y'all to share it out. I want to thank you, Orlando, for stopping by and sharing with us anytime that you want to come on and share updates on your case and just make a plea to the world. Please come on and share with us. I tell you, I'm honored to be able to be in a place to where I can do this for people that think that they don't have a voice, when they have a voice, when they are human, and they deserve just the basic human rights. And again, I just thank you. Is it something that you want to share with the people before we leave? A plea that you would like to put out to the people before we leave? We have about 5 minutes.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank God and Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, for this opportunity and this platform to allow me to share my story with the world. And I would like to thank you. And I would like to I would like to make a shout out to all the veterans, everyone who fought for this country. My dad was a Vietnam veteran. May he rest in peace. He passed away back in 2013. So he fought for this country too. And I just thank y'all for helping us to have the freedoms and the rights that we have. And I pray that those freedoms and rights be established here in Texas, because things are bad. We need reform here in Texas. We need to reform these laws. and fix things down here. I hope and pray that happens. And uh, God bless everyone for this listening. And I just thank you once again for this opportunity.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, and I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Yeah, we will have another one. We'll have another show in about 5 minutes. So y'all join me right back here. We have 3 more individuals that's going to be coming on throughout the day. We do this every Monday, giving those that are behind prison walls an opportunity to speak out and be heard. So y'all, please share this in your circle of influence. Never know who may be able to assist. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Share, 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 share. Sharing is caring.